All right, well, I got 4 boxes of these Costco Mosaic boxes. I was going to do them like during Super Bowl Sunday, like maybe halftime or pregame or whatever, but I think I got something else, but I think maybe better suited for that. Anyhow, I'm going to kind of rip through these packages and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And let's see, I'll look at that there. Okay. Yeah, just get rid of all the packaging. It takes, a little bit of time. So, I think if there's anything good in these. See here, Hall of Fame. James Cook on the purple, or whatever it's called. Put them there. Yeah, as far as I know, it's not, tough to pull anything good. I mean, Donruss seemed to be a little bit better what I pulled. Cam Ward. So we're going to have New England and Seattle. Terrell Owens as a Cowboy. Michael Parsons there. New England and Seattle, they have a different outcome from those I remember, the Russell Wilson and what year that was, but doing a slant at the end zone, probably not the best play. I would have actually had him fake it and then bootleg it in, or maybe possibly throw it in. Tao Felton, Elevate. Jackson Dart. Antoine Winfield. So, let's see what happens with some of these guys. And I think that's, sometimes those like have them kind of just like almost a portrait. I think those like variations, that's positive, but I don't know if they can get any jerseys or anything numbered. Another like kind of purple. Or you can get like that stained glass. Maybe a regular size stained glass. I don't know. I've already opened up, 3 packages, I think. There's a Travis Hunter on the purple. That might be the best one there. Mark Chase. Tony Dorsett has the Denver Bronco. Brock Bowers, that would have been a good one last year. George Pickens there. Luther Burden the third, and Elevate. Not too sure. Danny White, Bo Nix. You know, who knows if he would have been healthy, what a difference that could have been in the snow. James Conner on the purple. Antonio Gates Hall of Fame. So there's one sack down. Yeah. So there's Matthew Stafford, Hall of Fanning Jr. That might be a good one. Huh, that's like kind of, I don't know what type of thing that would be called. Tyreek Hill. So we'll definitely sleeve it up. We'll see about Fanning too. Yeah, he had a pretty good year for Cleveland Browns team. We'll see what happens next year with, Sanders plays a full year at quarterback. The whole kind of division, Harbaugh loses his job at the Ravens and Tomlin loses the Steelers. Will Shields there, he played a long time. Sam McMillan. Saquon Barkley, Mike Evans. There's that one. How about that Sam Darnold being a Super Bowl quarterback? Who had that? He had a pretty good year last year with the Vikings. And, I'd say this year with the Seahawks. Number 1 seeds. Number 2 for Bucky Irving there. It's like touchdown masters. Calvin Johnson there. Bill Cowher, the coach I was thinking of. Like Cowher, Tomlin, Checknall. That's been like three head coaches in 50 years, 50 plus, like 55 years, I guess. I think that's when Checknall got the Steelers. Lewis Chandler, he's a little old-time wide receiver. Samuel Williams, that's another one of those. And there's like another Cleveland Brown tight end there, Ozzie Newsome. So I don't know if you get one of these for box. And Drake May, that is like what, second year? Aaron Jones. Dwight Freeney there. He was a really good defensive end. Isaiah Davis. Oh, there's Stewart. Kevin Henderson. Trent Dilfer is in here as a Raven. He won as a quarterback. Not that he did much in the Super Bowl, but that's the defense that helped him out. Yeah, so Topps gets the licensing for football in April 1st. It's not an April Fool's joke, but yeah, then they got the draft. So Lamar Jackson. So this will be the last year of Panini as far as Drake May Nornority. Yes, speaking of him. Now we're up to the third. So I don't figure Topps. I mean, they'll probably have like the holiday. Where do they have in football? They'll probably have like I would think they'd have Heritage. And I think they'd have like archives too. In blue. So there's that type of prism, Epic Performers. C. Lamb. Color Murray. So you might get one of those kind of prism in a box or package. Warren Sapp as a Raider. Marshall Faulk as a Colts. Buddy Leonard, there's a rookie card. Kyle Duggar. Yeah, but you never know. I mean, look at, the South, you had Carolina make it. Well, they had a 3-way tie with Atlanta and Tampa Bay. So, that Bryce Young, he had a pretty good year, and figure he had it better than C.J. Stroud, Quinn Ewers, Chris Boswell, and then you think of Deion Branch. Okay, that's Randy Moss, good as the Viking. For Caleb Williams, yeah, pretty good year and better than Jaden Daniels. So, sometimes, with quarterbacks, you have a great rookie year, then the next year or 2 years, being okay, but nothing. Trey Hills, all right. So, yeah, like what Jackson Dart, Cam Ward. Rookie quarterbacks. So this year, a couple years down the road, there's Joe Willie Namath. The Jets, last time they won a Super Bowl. There's Sam Darnold. Speaking of which, there's another Jackson Dart. So 2026 should be an interesting year with Topps having all the major ones of basketball, football, baseball. Ben Roethlisberger, Calvin Ridley there. Caleb Johnson. Yeah. And you know they'll do chrome too, and maybe cosmic chrome and all the high-end stuff. Chrome, it's like those things, like, eh. I mean, I know I didn't get value in any of these packages, but interesting. Sam Darnold there. Anthony Richardson yet. That'd be another quarterback that, you know, maybe it's next year is his time to shine. You just never know. And then again, you know, sometimes high-end quarterbacks, you know, they don't last too long, or don't last at all. And then some last a long time. You just never too sure. C.J. Stroud, yeah, from Broccoli, but hey, the Texans made the playoffs, so. And Jacksonville, that was, you know, yeah, they had a really good year. So I mean, you know, they had a good year. Then next year it's like injuries, and then they don't have a good year. Cooper Kupp there. Hall of Fame there. Kurt Warner, purple. Micah Parsons, there's a purple, a bus. Shamari Dyke. I think he had a pretty good year, right? Austin Hooper. Trying to think if I had him on my fantasy football team or not. Dan Fouts, that was Eric Carriel from the 70s. That did a lot of Colston Loveland notoriety there. Dylan Gabriel. Yeah, Fouts and Don Carriel, 70s Chargers, they high flying. Was another Tony Dorsett, Marquise Brown, Tyron Tracy on that little design there. Derrick Henry, James Cook. Cole Kmet, Robert Brooks. Brock Purdy. So we're down to 2 final. Garrett Blount, Matthew Golden on Elevate. Robert Henderson. All right, so yeah, so nothing numbered. And they were like 39 a pop. Colson Loveland. Campbell. That's something a little more shinier. Like on the tops on the back of it would have like a, it would say, that was a, oh, refractor. So let's see what. Jalen Milroe from the Seahawks. So, a rookie card. So, who knows? Joe Burrow there of the Bengals. So quarterbacks seem to be what I'm getting. Jackson Dart, or another quarterback. I mean, I know like you can get like eBay for 6x9. I mean, they're a little bit bigger. But they do have the top loaders for them. So last one, Caleb Johnson from the Steelers. So we got a bunch of rookies on the stained glass, mostly quarterbacks. So anyhow, that's Mosaic. Not too sure if I'd say I recommend it, but who knows.